The Northeast Arthroplasty Conference has always been a dream of myself and my other co-organizers to really pull everyone in the Northeast together and talk about new innovations in arthroplasty, controversies in arthroplasty, and really a reason just to get all of the arthroplasty surgeons in the region together to learn from each other. There's a lot of amazing arthroplasty conferences throughout the country, but when you look at the Northeast and the New England region in particular, there's really a lack of educational conferences in hip and knee arthroplasty.
Our goal in doing this was that we create a meeting in the Northeast that with all the training programs we have here, with all the surgeons we have here, where we don't really need to go anywhere else to have the high quality meetings that we haven't traveled for in the past couple of years.
The response from everyone about coming to the conference and then afterwards reinforced that this region needed a conference like this.
The turnout for this has been phenomenal. I think it's far better than any of us expected as we were going through the steps of organizing this, coordinating with the industry sponsors and with the medical school. With CME department, they've been amazing in helping us get this up and going, but actually seeing it come together is awesome.
When we first started putting this together, we obviously had lofty aspirations and worked hard to build something that'd be fun for everyone. The conference went amazingly. It was extremely well attended. It was sold out.
This gives us a lot of hope moving forward. Everyone's been really impressed with the faculty, with the talks, with the turnout from industry.
The talks have been very well received. Very pertinent to a lot of things that we're seeing now with the increases in outpatient total joints, infections, and revisions.
So I want to talk today about why do we need hospitals and total joints?
It's a nice way to connect our region's experts in hip and knee replacement.
There's a lot going on in terms of robotics.
This has been a wonderful experience. You get to have these close-knit communications with everybody, and there's just such a breadth of knowledge that's being spread out by these experts in the field. To me, it's actually a little bit even more of a special thing just because a lot of the residents that are here, I've known for the past 5 years. It's both the attending life where you get to meet with your colleagues, but even more so these people that I've grown up with.
A lot of community surgeons and local surgeons in the region like conferences like this because they can learn a ton in a short amount of time and get CME credit for it, which is great. The arthroplasty world is small, and so most of us know each other. It's an opportunity to get together, hang out a little bit, and also talk about something we're all passionate about.
I have been to a fair amount of conferences in my short career. What makes this one unique is the camaraderie. It's a tight-knit community, so seeing everybody again in one location outside the big conferences is definitely a unique experience.
The Northeast Arthroplasty Conference is really open for everyone who wants to learn about hip and knee arthroplasty, from surgeons to physical therapists to physician assistants to residents and medical students, nurse practitioners, nurses. Everyone is welcome, and it results in a lot of different perspectives and a great educational environment.
I reached out to Eric first thing and said, hey, is this something that would be interesting for us to attend? And he said, absolutely, we'd love to have you. The topics of discussion have been very informative. We know these guys in the OR under stressful conditions. To see them a little bit more relaxed and have that back and forth camaraderie has been really fun to witness.
It was really an immersive learning environment, low-key, approachable, and really a ton of fun, I think, for everybody.
The panel discussion, it's amazing. It wasn't like very monotonic. It was very funny and very interesting. As a future orthopedic surgeon, I don't know if I'm going to spine, I don't know if I'm going to joint, so I like to explore everything.
One of the most interesting things about this program and the way the faculty was put together is we're all colleagues, and the tips and tricks from cases that are being done is not research oriented, but it's real clinical experience. That's what the trainees like to hear, is the real things that are going to help them in their first 5 years of practice, something that isn't oftentimes talked about.
The great thing about the conference is it appeals to learners of all levels. I'm only an intern, so this is my first conference in New England. I'm only scraping the tip of the iceberg in arthroplasty. It's really useful to come and see what research is going on in the field, what types of procedures people are doing that I've either maybe never heard of or have only very limited exposure to.
Providence was the perfect location because it's really central to the Northeast and easily accessible by plane, train, and cars.
If we're trying to get the most people to attend, you need to pick something that's not New York City and is not Bangor, Maine. Providence being a small city, all the headaches of traffic and finding a location were much easier. You know, the hope now for year 2 is we start to incorporate more faculty from even more programs.
Our goal is to improve it on each year, and we're currently taking feedback about what the next symposium should be. So this is really the Northeast region's conference.
The future for this conference is extremely bright.
Stay tuned for a save the date.